If you've ever felt completely trapped by your business, or like the business that you've built is not aligned with who it is that you are, not aligned with your values, you're not alone. This year, I made the bold decision to burn it all down. I burned my business down to the ground. I'm speaking metaphorically, but I've had to burn it down because it didn't fit my life anymore. It didn't resonate with me. It wasn't sustainable for how I had built it up. So in this video, I want to show you how I'm slowly and intentionally rebuilding my business from the ground up, from the foundational level, so that I can fit it into my life versus the other way around. So let me show you exactly how I'm rebuilding my creative business for 2025, and hopefully it will inspire you too. Hi, my name is Krista. If you're new here, I am a coach. I'm a content creator. I'm a mother. I've been doing this now for the past 10 years. And what I've realized is that after years of burning out in my business, I just realized that I need to start over, and I need to do this in a way that's going to really work for me, my life, and also the season of life that I'm in. I've been trying to balance motherhood, creativity, my business, client work, all of these things for the past decade. And what I've realized is that the way that I've done it and the way that I've built it is not really aligned with my schedule. It's not really aligned with my energy. It's not aligned with the capacity that I have to do this work both energetically and from a time capacity as well. So in today's video, I want to walk you through the 6 steps that I'm taking to help me rebuild my business with joy, fun, sustainability, simplicity, and purpose. If you're a coach or you're a creative or you're a healer and you just feel completely constrained by rigid structures and you need more freedom to express yourself in your work, or you just get bogged down with all of the to-dos of running a business and it just feels overwhelming and like it's just too much, this video is for you. Let's get into it. As I said, I've been doing this now for the past 10 years. I've been coaching clients, and a big part of my business model up until this point has been done for you services that I've offered my clients. I've had more of a full service business model. So in the past, I've done everything from writing website copy for clients, for healers and coaches. I've created workbooks for their e-courses and their materials that they've needed to market their business. I've created branded Canva templates, and I've done everything from virtual assistants, odds and ends, and everything in between. So I've been able to offer this service for clients who've had design or tech challenges, and I've loved being able to offer this full service to my clients. But the problem has always been that the full service, as rewarding as the full service model is, it's just been very unsustainable for me to maintain. There is so much pressure that I have placed on myself when it comes to creating full service work. The expectation to over-deliver and to meet the needs of somebody else has just created this pressure within myself, probably because of my people-pleasing nature, but it's never been my clients. I've worked with the best clients. It's just created this pressure within myself so that when I need to do something, the tasks now feel so insurmountable, like huge mountains to climb, because I've built them up so much in my head. So that's one of the reasons why in my new business that I'll be creating for 2025, I'm rebuilding this thing from the ground up. I will be letting go of done for you client work. And I'm going to share with you what I'm going to be focusing on in my business instead, how I've reached this decision, and some of the thought process that went into making some of these decisions so that you can kind of assess your business and see what feels aligned for you too. So I just want to say that this is not about giving up, and it doesn't mean that I will never come back to done for you client work. It just means that during this season of my life, it's just not aligned for me right now. So I'm making the decision and I'm setting a boundary and I'm saying to myself, it's okay to let that sort of branch of my business go so that I can focus on other things that feel much more aligned, that feel much more spacious, that feel much more energetically sustainable, and to be able to go at a pace that isn't going to burn me out or that's not going to make me feel resentful in my business in any way. Okay, so if you're ready to burn down your business or you want to rebuild things from scratch so that you can get in better alignment with the business that you want to have and the business that you want to create for 2025, the very first step here is to take inventory. So take stock of what's working in your business now, currently, and what isn't? What would you like to change? What would you like to be different in 2025? This is a really great place to take out your journal, go deep with some of these questions, and just ask yourself, what is bringing you joy in your business right now? What feels really good? And then ask yourself, what feels really draining? Where are you showing up and you're finding a lot of resistance in your business? What would you like to change, or what habits would you like to bring into 2025 to help you reshape how your business is so that it feels a lot more light, it feels more joyful and fulfilling? An exercise that I would highly recommend to help you gain more clarity here is to look at other businesses, whether it's on social media or people that you know, and what are the businesses that you admire? What businesses do you see and you think to yourself, I would like my business to be like that. I wish this was how my business was, or I wish I could set this up in my business. And look at those businesses and evaluate and just ask yourself, what are you being drawn to? What feels really aligned? Where are you feeling excited? And what would you change? No business is going to be perfect. So there are going to be things about that business that maybe wouldn't necessarily work for you, but take a look at all of the different businesses that you feel drawn to, that you think would be how you would like to have your business, and just start pulling different pieces from each to help you recreate your business and restructure it in a way that feels really fulfilling and aligned for you. So the next stage of rebuilding your business into something that feels nurturing and nourishing for 2025 is to ask yourself, how do you want to feel? How do you want to feel day to day in your business? How do you want to feel at the end of each week or the end of each month or quarter or season? Take out your journal and ask yourself these questions. How do you want your business to feel at the end of each day? What's the deeper purpose behind your work? It is so important as a highly sensitive business owner to make sure that there is a deeper purpose and meaning to your work. If at the end of every day you don't feel like you've really accomplished much, or you haven't helped somebody, your business is probably going to feel deeply dissatisfying and unfulfilling for you. So spend some time really thinking about, what is it that makes you want to show up and do this work every day? What is the deeper purpose for being here? I guarantee that if you're watching my video and you're interested in my work, money is probably not the top reason that drives you to showing up in your business every day for you and for your clients. When you get super clear about your why, every decision from here on out becomes much easier and much more intentional. The third step to rebuilding your business into something nurturing and cozy for 2025 is to get very clear about your priorities. Every season of life you're in, your priorities are going to change, they're going to evolve, they're going to transform in some way. You're going to check off one set of priorities and then they're going to change into something else. When is the last time you've actually sat down to really think about what are your priorities for this season of your life? A season for you might be for the next few months. A season for you might be focusing on for the next year. Look at and really evaluate what you have happening in your life now. What's your schedule like? What are some of your goals and intentions for this season of your life? And get really clear about what those are so that you can build a business that really supports you in focusing on those priorities. For me, in this season of my life, I am really focusing on building a meaningful connection with my audience. Right now, I'm deep in content creation mode. One of the reasons for that is not just to build a deeper connection with my audience, because I have been absent for the last few years. I've just been kind of sporadic in my work. That is my focus for 2025, is putting out one long form piece of content each week. And the purpose of that is to have a community of engaged people who already resonate with my values, who know what I'm about. So when I launch new offerings or when I have a new service, I have people who already know, like, and trust me. It's going to be so much easier to put out new offerings when you have people who are excited about what it is that you're creating. Writing content and creating content is deeply clarifying. It is one of the best ways to get very clear about your message, your voice, your tone, your style, and the way that you show up in your business. It's one of the things that helps you to differentiate yourself from others who are doing the same thing. So when it comes to you getting clear about your priorities for 2025 for your business, ask yourself, what are your main priorities this season? What are your main goals and what are your main intentions? And what can you put on hold? This is the thing with our business. It's your business. You can build it any way you like. Just because something isn't suitable or it doesn't fit into your life or your business this season right now, maybe you have a chronic illness and you're having bad flare-ups. Maybe you're like me and you have young kids and life is really busy and you don't have a lot of time to be doing client work work or to be spending hours upon hours on coaching, or you don't have a set schedule to allow you to coach with clients consistently, whatever that looks like for you, it doesn't mean that you can't come back to it and revisit it again in the future. Just really focus on what feels good and nourishing for you and for your soul right now. You're going to have so much more growth, so much more fulfillment and satisfaction in your business if you can really make your business work for you and for your lifestyle. The fourth step is to build your business around your values. Some of the things that I really value in my business and during this season of my life is spaciousness, simplicity, and sustainability. I need things to be flexible. I need to be able to work at any hour that I can kind of fit it in, because sometimes I'm working late at night after my kids go to bed, or I'm sitting at the table or trying to find quiet moments throughout my day, pockets of time that I can write for 15 minutes or schedule a social media post. So my business needs to be very spacious and very open with gentle rhythms so that I can kind of come in and out, do what I need to do, but make it happen during random times throughout the day. With such a dynamic, unpredictable schedule, flexibility and spaciousness are going to be some of the core things that are going to help you make your business feel much more sustainable in 2025. I know that if my business isn't convenient and it's not easy to do, it's not easy for me to show up, it's just not going to happen. So when you're clear about what your values are and what are most important to you in this season of your business, then you can start to build walls and structure your business in a way that your values are going to support your business. They are the foundation for your business. They are the things that are going to help guide decisions as they come your way. They will help you make decisions on opportunities and whether or not path A or path B is going to be the right choice for you, because you're going to be able to tune in to what those values are and ask yourself, does this align with my values? Does this align with the season that I'm in right now? So step 5 is to build a sustainable marketing ecosystem for your business. Look at what you have now in terms of your schedule, the time that you have to commit to your business. Look at the priorities and see where you're at and figure out what is going to be the best way for you to market your business and your offerings in 2025. Does that mean that you need to retire some old offerings that are hard for you to manage or hard for you to sustain? Does it mean that you need to rework them a little so that they're simpler and they're focused more on just the essentials? The way that my marketing ecosystem looks for 2025 is rather simple. I mentioned that I haven't been around for the last couple of years in my business. I've been focusing on mostly motherhood and things happening behind the scenes. And now that I'm coming back into this space, I recognize after having a long break what was working and what wasn't. Done for you services and coaching is going to be on the back burner for a little while I focus mainly on content creation and rebuilding meaningful relationships with my audience. And what that looks like for me is creating one piece of long-form content every single week. The format of how that piece of content gets delivered, I'm leaving that piece open. The beautiful thing about creating one piece of long-form content each week is then I now have all of this content that I can repurpose across platforms. I can pull tiny pieces and put it on Instagram. I can convert a YouTube video into a podcast episode. There are so many ways that I can repurpose this work to help me be discovered by more of the right people without feeling like I need to be online all of the time or glued to my phone or overwhelming myself. So that's my marketing ecosystem for 2025. I love it because it allows me to go at a pace that feels really sustainable and nourishing for me. I'm not having to worry about the expectations of others. I can show up freely in my content and I can create whatever is on my heart or whatever I feel inspired to create. And this feels like a really sustainable way for me to be able to show up in my business right now, build trust and credibility with my audience, and express myself creatively through my work. Sustainable marketing ecosystem look like for you in 2025? What's going to feel really doable? Think about how you're going to be discovered in 2025 by new clients and a new audience, or how are you going to create a sustainable income that suits your lifestyle and feels really good for your soul? So what do you need to implement or what do you need to change in order to have a sustainable marketing ecosystem that works with your life and your business? And finally, the last step in this process that I'm really focusing on is I'm just embracing the season I'm in. That's the message that I want you to take away, is to just embrace the season of life that you're in. Your business does not need to look like anybody else's business. Take what's working from other people's businesses. Look around you. What are you feeling inspired by? What are you naturally called to? What do you feel called to lean into this year? And how can you make that work for your business so that you can build a deeply nourishing, satisfying, soulful beautiful and fulfilling, joyful business that lights you up, that helps you express yourself creatively, and helps you resonate with the right clients who are going to be the best fit for your work. Don't fight whatever you're up against. If you have a chronic illness or limited time or little kids like me, don't fight against the constraints of your time or your energy or any other, resources that you feel might be scarce for you right now. You can still have a business that's beautiful and that's inspiring and that feels deeply nourishing and creative. So what season of life are you in right now? And how are you going to restructure your business for 2025 to help support your life in a way that brings you joy and creativity and freedom, rather than taking away all of those things? Rebuilding my business is not about starting over. It's about creating space for what truly matters. It's about creating a business that supports my life, not the other way around. If this resonated with you, leave a comment below. I would love to hear some ideas and thoughts that have come up for you, or ways that you're going to rebuild your business and restructure it for 2025 so that it better supports your life, that it aligns with your values, that aligns with your vision, and it's a beautiful extension of who you are in a way that feels deeply nourishing and fulfilling. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe if you want more slow, intentional business content to support you in 2025 and beyond. And you can watch the next video where I give you some rituals to help you let go of things that you do not want to carry into the new year so that you can then make space for all of the beautiful things that you want to create for your life and business in 2025. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.